What is a .live domain name used for? Often asked, what do I do with a .live and where can I buy them? You can buy them from normal places where you buy regular domain names. The benefits of .live, one of them is it tells people you do live. So this could be live video on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and a plethora of other stations and outlets. Another benefit of your live domain name, it's your brand. So if you refer people to it, you're not going to have the MySpace issue. So if you say, if you go to myname.live/MySpace, and MySpace is no longer a thing, you can redirect all that traffic. So if you've got legacy videos kicking around from years and they're still getting views and you've made references to them, you can redirect that traffic to somewhere else. So it's not like, oh, I've got like 20 videos that mention that URL to that particular social media or that link to a product or something like that. You control the destination of that URL. So if things change, you can change it. Whereas if you said, go to MySpace, my account, I'm picking a MySpace, it doesn't have to be that, and there was no longer a thing and you couldn't access it or they disappeared, you've lost all of that. So that's one of the benefits. I'm going to go ahead and buy a domain name because I need that. While I'm doing that, another benefit is it's a simple call out. So if you are my brand name for my YouTube channel is Business Growth Ready, and that's quite lengthy. So if I was giving somebody a link to say if they wanted to buy something, and it would be businessgrowthready.com/ that you are the link to that place, that's actually quite long. So if I could go for a shorter one, so in this case I'm looking to buy the initials, so it's Business Growth Ready, so I'm looking to buy the letters. Now, because this is 3 letters, it's actually quite a lot more expensive. If you're going for 4 and above, they come down to anything. Sometimes they're on special offer. You can pick them up for about $10-15, and their annual renewals about $24-25. And again, things fluctuate and stuff like that. But because this is 3 letters, it's saying I can buy it. I haven't tried. No doubt they'll be keen to take my money off me. Yes, it is. So I'm going to go to checkout. Yes. Confirm order. I do have an account with them. So I actually use LastPass to log in. So I can just sign in and continue. If you haven't used LastPass, it's a password management tool. And I also obviously want to protect that. So I use a verification app. In this case, Google's. I tell a lie, it's actually email, but I do use verification apps on things like Google. Another benefit is if you are live streaming and you want to invite a guest, you could say, instead of a complicated link for them to join you on Zoom or YouTube or Facebook or something like that, you can say, join me by going to XYZ live /join. A lot of people are using that on their streams and stuff like that, and it's almost becoming like an industry standard. So it's like one of those, if you haven't got it, you almost stand out because you haven't got it compared to the ones that do. It looks a bit more professional now and stuff like that. It wasn't a big deal maybe 2-3 years ago, but now a lot more people are streaming, and it's the big, for want of a better word, the big streamers, the big YouTubers, the big people on social media with a larger following. They've almost established a pattern by having a .live domain name. It's the same as having a .com and stuff like that. .live just indicates live streaming. I'm going to pause this for a bit, enter all this, and then come back to finish off this purchase. That's all entered. It wants the money off me. That's no surprise there. I'm going to pay with PayPal. As I said, I do use a verification app. So things like any particular sites that you want extra protection for, you can go for an authentication app. It will then prompt, it'll give you in this case, a 6-digit code that is randomly changing every minute. So slightly off topic, but if it's in your security of your websites and that is of interest to you, look at online verification apps. If you want to find out more, if I've got a video, I'll leave a link in the description. If not, tap subscribe and follow by clicking the bell, and you'll get notified when I do upload those videos. Now, logically, I could show you this, but I won't, because obviously it changes. But now I've got my details coming up on screen. And when you purchase a domain name, normally you get access to it normally within probably about 30 minutes, maximum about an hour. And once you do that, you can go and change your DNS settings for the domain name. So you're going to say, okay, I want this domain name to interact with this server or this hosting or this URL shortener or redirector service. It's likely that you'll use a branded URL shortener, or if you know what you're doing on it with your web server, you can actually put it on your own server and do the redirects there. But once you've got your domain name, 24 to 72 hours, and then you can be redirecting people to your own what have I got here? Yes, I got bgr.live. So if you want to find out more, if you go to bgr.live, hopefully this will all be live, and this will be links to where you can buy your domain name and how you can get yours started. If you have found this video helpful, do give us a thumbs up. I've got videos coming up on password management and authenticators as well, and how you can actually use your .live in your live stream.